Dear children, yesterday I taught you important terms lesson biosphere, the realm of life in geography. Now I teach you, I want to teach you biosphere. Look page number 113. Biosphere. We already know that biosphere is a very narrow zone of life. It is barely 29 kilometers thick and extends from 11 kilometers below sea level to tropopause, which lies up to 18 kilometers above sea level. All forms of life, whether plants or animals, including microorganisms, live in this sphere. Life first emerged in ocean more than 600 million years ago. It evolved from a unicellular organism called amoeba and later diversified into millions of cells of plants and animals. The abundance of species found on the earth is called biodiversity. Man is the most important part of the biosphere. He has impacted the entire range of plants and animals through his activities. He has a large number of needs which he fulfills from natural resources. In distant past, he lived in perfect harmony with nature. As science developed and he made scientific progress, he began interfering with the nature and in the process damaged the natural environment. The issue of environmental degradation has become a serious issue today. Besides, human plants and animals also are an integral part of the biosphere. There are numerous species of plants and animals. Let us study them in detail in the following section. The plant kingdom. The plant kingdom includes all the natural vegetation found on the earth. By natural vegetation, we mean all the plants that grow naturally in an area without any human interference. It comprises of forest, grasslands, thorny shrubs, and scrub. Different kinds of natural vegetation thrive under different natural conditions. Temperature and rainfall are the two most important factors that determine the natural vegetation of an area. For example, forests are generally found in the areas of high temperature and high rainfall. Grasses dominate the areas of moderate to low rainfall and temperature. While thorny bushes and scrubs are the dominant vegetation of hot desert, tundra vegetation is typical of polar and subpolar region which have low temperature and low rainfall. Now, forest. Forests are regions where trees dominate the landscapes. Apart from trees, bushes, creepers, and grasses also grow in forests under different climatic, physical, and soil conditions. Different types of trees grow in different types of forest. Some forests have softwood trees while others have hardwood trees. Some factors have deciduous trees while others have evergreen trees. Trees may have broad leaves as well as coniferous leaves. On the basis of these characteristics, the following dominant types of forest are recognized. First, tropical evergreen forest, rainforest, also same. Second, tropical deciduous forest, monsoon forest India. Third, Mediterranean broadleaf forest. Fourth, temperate broadleaf deciduous forest. Fifth, temperate softwood or coniferous forest. Now look, grasslands. Grasses are long-rooted plants that grow under varying climatic conditions. They grow in areas of low rainfall. In grassland, besides grasses, scattered shrubs and small trees also grow. There are two main types of grasslands, tropical and temperate. Tropical grasslands are known by different local names such as llanos in Venezuela, Pampas in Brazil, and savanna in Africa and Australia. Temperate grasslands are found in colder and drier regions than the tropical grassland regions. These grasses are usually shorter and less dense than those of tropical grassland. Long grasses grow only in the wetter region. Trees are nearly absent. Such grasslands are known as steppes in Eurasia, prairies in North America, pampas in South America, velds in South Africa, and downs in Australia. Grasslands support a great variety of wildlife and are economically very important as they are ideal for pastoral activities. Next, next day I will taught you. Now, thanks.